In this video, I'm going to share with you a super simple design technique used by top sellers that you can use to design your t-shirts. Let's go. Thanks for joining me on this video. My name is Juna with Detour Shirts, the channel all about helping you design and sell t-shirts online. If that's something you like to do, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So if you've seen a lot of my videos, I say this a lot. I say, go and look at what good t-shirt design looks like. And I thought I would help you with that in this video. This is going to be one of those ways that you can design a t-shirt. Very simple design technique that you can use to make your design look good on any t-shirt. And this is a technique that's used by top designers on Amazon, on RedBubble. I use it as well. So I wanted to share it with you. It's really easy. Anyone can do it. And there's different layers to it. Of course, you can make it more complex if you want, but there's a super simple side to it. And if you just follow this technique, you'll have a nice looking t-shirt design every time. So I wanted to share this with you. And I really think if you follow this technique, it could help you make some sales because your t-shirt will follow this design technique that is being used across the t-shirt industry. So in this video, I'm going to show you what the technique is, and I'm going to show you how to do it step by step. So you're going to want to stay till the end to see the final product, as well as another edition of trend credits. So let's get started. So here I am in Affinity Designer. I picked Affinity Designer because this is where I'm going to show you how easy it is to do this t-shirt design. I brought in these examples from Amazon to show you that it's being used everywhere. And these are some top sellers. So you can see right here, the low BSRs with them. I brought those in just so you can see. Look at the shape of these. Look at the shape of these. They're just tall rectangles, right? And they're basically a grid. Tall rectangles in a grid. Right? I'll show you how to break it down in a little bit, but just so you don't think that I just handpicked these from Amazon, let's go to RedBubble. So here on RedBubble, I'm here live, so I'm not just picking things out. Let's scroll down and see if we can find any of these grid things. Well, here's one right here, a top seller. You can see tall rectangle in a grid. Here's another one, Best Cat Dad. You can see it's being used everywhere. This one's kind of it right here, tall rectangle, right? Right here, Tatooine. You know, it's tall rectangle, and then you got this. So it's all the way out to the edges. I do the same thing on my site, Detour Shirt. So let's go scroll down here. It's kind of a modified version of it, right? A tall rectangle, and I got lines where I'm putting the things here. Same thing here. I got a rectangle, a little rectangle, bigger here. I do it here, right here as well. I do it here again. So I'm using it in a lot of places. So the number of rectangles don't matter. It's just filling that space. So let's go back to Affinity Designer. I'll show you what I mean. So I made this so you can clearly see the grids that I'm talking about. So first of all, you have this basic rectangle as the main shape, and then you have little rectangles inside, right? So you're kind of boxing it out. You get from edge to edge. So you can see this one has 3, this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It doesn't matter how many. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can have as many as you want. It really depends on the fonts that you're going to use and the font size. But basically you want a tall rectangle. I'm doing it like that. Tall rectangle. 1, 2. There's a bigger rectangle here and there. So you can see this one only has 3. The tall rectangle, and then they divided it into 3 spaces. So picture that in your mind. Go from pretty much edge to edge. You can see this one doesn't quite go from edge to edge. This one too, this person could have made the dots all the way to the end and it would have been fine. This one could have gone just a girl all the way edge to edge and it would have been perfect. So I showed you examples that RedBubble sellers use this technique. Amazon sellers use this technique. I use this technique. Let's take a look at this. I even found this. Star Wars and Disney use this same technique because it's so good. Look, a long rectangle. Like this is very basic t-shirt design and you can do this. The artwork may be different. Like this artwork is way better than we can draw. I can't draw this, but you can still use the basic shapes, right? The reason why this works is because it fills the space. The tall rectangle is the space needed for the t-shirt design, and it makes everything aligned. And we as humans like to see things aligned. And we love that. It's a good design element. You see it on your phones, you see it on websites. We just love having things in order and lined up. So that's why it works. It's just a technique that works, and you can see it. Everybody uses it, right? So I'm going to teach you how to do this right now. So the first thing you're going to need is an idea. And luckily, I made lots of videos on different trends and ideas that you can use on your t-shirts. If you want to come up with your own original idea, that is great. But let's just start with this one right here. Kind of busy being a teacher and a dog mom. This is one of the trends that I shared on my RedBubble trends earlier this week. We're just going to use this one. We know it's trending. It has the trend lines. So we're going to try it out, right? So the next thing you're going to need is the fonts. And you're just going to pick 2 fonts. That's all you're going to need. I like to pick a cursive font and a sans serif font, but you can do a cursive font and maybe just a handwritten font for if this one's for moms. So handwritten fonts do really well too. So a cursive font, handwritten, and another handwritten font. This one I'm using Thirsty Soft Extra Bold. That's my cursive font right here. And this is Veneer Clean. You know I love Veneer. This is just the clean version of Veneer. And you can use anything. I have videos on different fonts as well. So if you want to go back on my channel and look at different font pairings or different fonts, or if you have 2 of your favorites that you always use those 2. It doesn't really matter what 2 fonts you pick. They just need to look good together and work well together. So try them out. If you have your favorites, pick those. If you don't, use these. You can welcome to use these, or go into some of my videos and look at some of my font pairings and use those. So step 3, this is just a 3-step process. It's the grid. So I'm going to align this to the grid here, and you don't see the grid, but basically I'll draw it here. So there's my rectangle, right? And you can see if I did this, I'm just making it in a grid, right? You don't have to draw these lines. These lines are just for you to see that I'm lining everything up pretty much edge to edge. Like if I took this here, this word, this is edge to edge, right? This is edge to edge. These are being not taken edge to edge. And the reason for that, like if I did that edge to edge, let me show you what would happen. So if I did this edge to edge, I mean, it could work, but that's really big, right? And I want teacher and dog mom to be bigger. So I made this a lot smaller and pretty much the same size as this kind of busy. So I took kind of busy and made that edge to edge, and I used the same size for being a, right here. So you might be thinking, well, this is an edge to edge. That's not following the grid. You're right. We need to fill in that space. So one thing you can do to fill in that space is just to put it in a block. So now everything is edge to edge, right? You see that? This is super simple. We're following the grid. Everything's aligned up. And all I'm using is our squares now, right? Put that all the way to the edge. Put that all the way to the edge. You can play with this. It doesn't have to be all the way to the edge. Like if you want to make this indent here or out, you can give it some variety too. But this is your basic. You start here from edge to edge, and then you can play with this. Like, let's say you want to move this in and do that kind of thing. You could do that, right? Make this more of a banner shape, because now it's still edge to edge, but you got that little interest right here. So that's how you can level up and just make it just a little bit better. What else can you do? Well, let's take it one step further. Now, remember if you've watched my RedBubble trends, I said to use icons for teacher, for dog mom, and do things like moms like. So here's a pencil for teacher. Here's some paws for dog mom. And here's just a nice arrow with a heart because, that's good design for mom. So we still have this tall rectangle, right? See the tall rectangle right there? And we still broke it up into this grid pattern right there. So take a look at that. Edge to edge now, right? And I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little rectangles within the big rectangle. Just making it like that. So real simple, guys. This is not hard to design. And look, I think it turned out great. We're filling in the space, right? We're using nice design. We have some contrast with these two words being bigger and these being a little smaller. We're also using two different fonts to give it some interest. We add some iconography or some designs here to let people know that about dog and teacher and about love, right? So I think this really works. The only thing I would do is now change it for a black t-shirt. So just change everything white, super simple. And these are the kinds of designs that sell on Amazon as well as RedBubble. It's not a guarantee that this will sell, but you saw that a lot of top sellers are doing this design where everything's in this nice tight rectangle, tall rectangle, going edge to edge here, right? So that's something you can do. Let me show you again, still following the grid, right? So this grid method really works for t-shirt design. It's one of the basic design principles for t-shirt design. You can expand on this. You can do a nicer design in the middle here instead of just words. You saw how the different t-shirts were doing it. So if you're a non-designer and you're just new to t-shirt design, I would start with this, a very basic rectangle, and make things edge to edge. And as you learn how to design and draw better things, you can fill this space with your nicely drawn design or graphics that you find, right? And just fill it edge to edge and make sure that you have it filling that tall rectangle. The rectangle doesn't have to be, it can be this tall, it can be that tall. It just has to be taller than it is wider. That's all it has to be. And you basically kind of filling the space. There's no rules how tall this rectangle is, but it just needs to kind of fill in that t-shirt space, right? So that is it for this video. Super simple design technique I wanted to share with you. Very quick video. Let me know in the comments how you like this design method. If you use it or if you've seen it around or if this is something that you think you can do. I think this is one of the basic t-shirt techniques when you're first starting out, and something that people still use, even Star Wars, Disney, me, myself, I still use this technique because it's so easy to line things up and get things looking nice. So hopefully this was really helpful for you. Thanks so much for staying to the end, and your reward is another edition of Trend Credits. Thanks for joining me on this trend credit. Here is your trend, Trader Joe's, spelled Traitor, so not trader, but trader. You can see here some very low BSRs, These kind of all look the same, but they're different. Don't do the same thing as everybody else, but they're getting low BSRs. There's lots of different ways to do it. You can see here, this is another way to do it. Let's see I saw some other ones here. Low BSRs, that looks different, right? So make sure that yours looks different and stands out from the rest of these. Don't copy these exactly. Let's do Merch Informer. It's getting an A, so you know it's good. If you don't have Merch Informer, I have a link in the description to Merch Informer. This is where you can check competition, see if it's okay to do, check trademarks, and find some ideas here too. So with graphics and everything, such a great program. But let's go back here to Amazon. You can see 306 results, so not too saturated yet. If you want to do this one, of course, is an anti-Biden t-shirt. Politics, again, they do well year-round as things get into the news. So this one's hot right now. I'm not sure how long this trend is going to last, but right now it is. You can see the low BSR. So if you want to do this one, Trader Joe's shirt, that is your trend for this video. So that is it for this video. Hopefully you liked it. If this video gave you some value, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button so that you can see all the videos on my channel. If you're into designing t-shirts or in the print-on-demand space and want to learn how to design and sell t-shirts, this is a channel for you. I got lots of videos on how to do that. Hopefully, if you're new to print-on-demand and designing t-shirts, this video was really helpful for you so you can see a very simple design technique for t-shirts. If you want to see other videos on fonts and how to design t-shirts, click these videos here. And as always, guys, keep creating and keep learning. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.